Shalom, family. It's your man Elijah. Thank you for joining me at Unsectarian Wisdom, and as usual, I'm a wise, wealthy, rich, celestial being that is loved by the Most High Creator. Family, I just got some thoughts on my mind tonight. Don't click off. You know what I'm saying? Look, this message is for everybody. It don't matter what tribe you from, what so-called color you are. You know, just take a moment to just hear my words. And I ain't gonna say nothing deep. I'm just going, I believe for a lot of you, especially if you're watching this video, just maybe confirmation within your spirit. Lately, you know, family, actually, how do I want to start this off? I was thinking about something. What did I want to say? There's something in particular that I wanted to speak on. Anyway, family. So, okay, so take, and this ain't a church session. I want y'all to just listen. I want to break something down. So, take Jesus from the Bible, right? And, you know, as you go through the Bible, especially the beginning of the, New Testament, they speak about Jesus coming back first and foremost to go to the lost sheep, the tribes of Yisrael, or Yisrael. And the reason Jesus is supposed to go back to the tribes, to the lost sheep, is because, listen to this, the word speaks about the children of, or the descendants of Abraham, the children of Jacob. It's spoken, the word speaks about them being the adoptive children of the Creator, the Most High. Right? What does that mean? What is an adoptive child? An adopted child is not a child of blood, but it means taking someone who is not of your blood and then, I guess you want to say, inducting them into your family, your bloodline. You know, I would say symbolically, spiritually, also through actions. And, so these people were meant to be an example to the world of how people were to conduct themselves during our probationary period within this matrix. They were supposed to be like, when I was in the military, we had something called the SOP, Standard Operating Procedures. And anything you wanted to know in the military, as far as how long a male's hair can be, or, how your shoelace is supposed to be tied, how's your belt supposed to be positioned on your pants, when you walk, how far your steps supposed to be from each other. Literally in the Army SOP to the T, just how they want you to act and carry yourself. So when you look at the Bible, I want you to see, well, take the Bible, but these people, these representations of the Creator on earth, I want you to see this. Matter of fact, when you hear the word in the image of the Creator, I want you to stop thinking of the Creator as a person, as a man or a woman. Because when you see in the image, the Creator is everything. How can you be in the image of the Creator when the Creator is literally everything? The air you breathe, the ground you walk on, the water you drink, the people you talk to. The Creator is everything. So how can you be the image of the Creator physically when the Creator is everything? Otherwise, you probably look like, I don't know, a blob or something, or you probably wouldn't exist because you'd be absorbed into everything. How can you be the physical image of the Creator when the Creator is everything? It's not talking about the actual, physicality of the Creator. The Creator has no physicality. The Creator essentially is spirit, is thought. So my point is, where I'm going with this before I keep going. Hold on. So my point is, Dang it. See, I hate when this thing, why it always goes off. So, I done lost my point. Forgive me, family. Give me a second. So yeah, the image, right? So it's not physical. It's more thought, belief. Belief wise is the image of the creator. It's the understanding, the mindset of the creator. How you act, how you carry yourself. It's not how you look. It's how you feel, how you think, how you treat others. Because everyone is a part of the creator, because everyone is the creator. So everyone you see before you, you should be showing respect to. Not saying bow down, kissing. It's not that. But I mean just common, just respect. You know, just general, everyday common sense and respect. Because that person before you is the creator. Because everything is the creator. And the creator wants the creator's creation to respect itself. I've used this analogy before where I say, like, you know, if you took time to build a model ship, a model airplane, a model car, right? If you took time, you know, hours putting it together, glue, painting it, you know, it had a little magnifying glass, right? You know, and then what do? You put it on top of your dresser or something. But do you put it up there for people to come touch it and throw it around and play with it all rough so that maybe it breaks? No, you put it there so they can admire it, so they can feel something for it, so they can see it, so they can just have awe of, you know, what you did, of your creation. That model is us. We're not meant to destroy each other. Yes, it happens, but remember, the creator gives us free will. Because what fun is it in someone loving you because they want something from you or because they're scared of you? I don't want nobody to love me because they're scared of me or because they want something. I want them to love me because they just want to be around me. You know how I feel about that word if you're watching my videos. But that's the best way to explain it to y'all. So anyway, these people, right? So Yahusha, once again, Jesus went back to these people first before he went to the Gentiles. Matter of fact, he didn't even necessarily go to the Gentiles. Well, actually, yeah, he did. Well, he talked to them while he was there. But he sent the disciples out. He didn't necessarily go to the Gentiles. He talked to some. But his ministry himself was predominantly his people, with a few Gentiles sprinkled in there. So the point was, the reason why he went to Israel first was to wake them up, because they were a nation of priests. They called them high priests. Why do they call them high priests? Because they're priests of the Most High Creator, the Creator of all. They are the conduits of expression for the Most High unto the masses, to the world, whether it be verbally or physically. Matter of fact, their entire life, how they lived, was supposed to be an example of the Creator and how they treated each other, about how they treated the environment and other people around them. But because of their, you know, obviously they were human. They didn't do it right. Obviously, things didn't work out. So, you know, once again, Messiah has to come. But the whole point was for the Messiah to wake these people up. Because these people were essentially, like I said, imagine, okay, let's say this. Let's say that Israel was a bus depot, right? So imagine, like, for us who's watching this video, who live in a city, and, you know, who live in a major city, and obviously you have bus transportation, right? So what Yahusha came in and did, and Yahusha was like, he came to the bus depot, and because he was in all the rest of the place, right? The rest of the country, right? And there's no buses. And he's like, yo, where are the buses at, right? So he went around the whole country, you know, at the time, and he was like, where are the buses at? There's supposed to be public transportation out here. Why is people out here, you know, caught out in the wilderness with no transportation, don't know where to go, don't have no way to get nowhere? This was the world, right? So when Yahusha saw this, or let's say the Creator, Ah, man, my screen went dark again, family. I gotta remember. Remind myself, man, that's not even a good. Well, look at that. The way it paused, man. See? Okay, there you go. I gotta remind myself to keep touching the mouse. Matter of fact, let me just keep my hand on the mouse. So basically, no, the creator's looking at the earth, right? And the creator's seeing, there's no transportation. People just lost. People stranded. People don't know what's going on. So he goes to, the main transportation hub. He goes to the bus depot because he want to go talk to whoever's in charge, the manager, the creator, this is the creator, because he want to see, why are my people all stranded out in the wilderness and stuff? Why is my creation not moving the way it should be moving? What's good? Why y'all not doing your job? So he went up there to go talk to the chief, right? So, but here's the thing. What does the Bible says? It says that the earth is the creator's footstool. You know what I'm saying? Like, remember the Jews were, or David wanted to make a temple for God, and God laughed and scoffed at David because he's like, really? The earth is my footstool. What you think you can do for me, right? But so, because the Most High is so massive, and the Creator's presence is just so great, just pure mortals we just melt, because all of our just ignorance. He just like I ain't got time for y'all, you puny little ants. So, since the Creator ain't got time to be messing with ignorance, because the Creator has better things to do, like be the Creator. The Creator sent a representative to the bus depot to talk to the bus drivers, to smack them in the head, tell them to wake up. Wake up. You got a job to do. Did you forget who you were? Did you forget why you're here? What are you doing? While y'all sitting here all walled in your bus depot, thinking everything good and you better than everybody and you don't need to drive nobody around, you don't need to do what you were commissioned to do, what you supposed to do. Now the whole world going to hell because y'all want to sit in here and act ignorant, be spiteful, be hateful, jealous, killing each other, doing all types of crazy stuff instead of doing your job. So this is what the representative is saying to the people. So basically, the representative came, gave him, he gave them a piece of his mind. He said, you owe lazy Peckerwoods. You better get up and drive them buses. So the reason he needed to do this and set the example is because once the Jews woke back up to who they were, they would get back in their buses, and those buses would drive out into the earth and gather all the tribes and take them to their destinations. But without the drivers, the earth is stagnant. There's chaos. This is the purpose of the Jews. It's not to be better than nobody. I don't know about y'all, but if you've ever gotten on the bus with the bus driver is grumpy. The bus driver ain't happy. The bus driver, they don't pay me enough. Stuff always going wrong. Sometimes you say hi to the bus driver. Sometimes bus drivers just ignore you. Because the bus driver all day long is dealing with different spirits, dealing with different people and their problems. Sometimes the bus driver will take time and give certain situations. Sometimes the bus driver just don't want to be there, but the bus driver just going to do it because the bus driver knows if they don't do it, it's not going to get done. And that's their purpose. That's what they was chose for. Because if they don't drive the bus, these people ain't going to make it home. It's not about how they look or this or that or how they feel. It's about their purpose. Yisrael, the true Hebrews are the bus drivers. The world needs them and they need the world. Because we're all family at the end of the day, family. Go check out that Book of Mormon on that sealed portion. That's gonna explain that a lot better for you than I can. But family, and I want to bring up, look, and this is this is not a so-called black, white, red man, yellow man, orange man, blue man, green. It's not about that. This ain't about that. So don't click off. Don't say this is that. I want y'all to listen. For those who are on a path of light, those who want the truth, because remember, the truth sets you free. And I'm going to be honest. Unless you know the truth and you can accept the truth and walk with the truth, you're not going to be able to ascend, bro. You're going to have to keep on doing this over and over again. So I suggest you listen, because I'm about to throw some little acorns at you, or some little nuggets is what they say. Not acorns, nuggets. I got a funny story I was thinking about the other day about acorns. But well, it's funny to me, but anyway. But I want to talk about Kanye and Kyrie. I remember when I first heard this news, and I'm not gonna lie, I was agitated. And there I did it again. Hold on. Did it again, man. Dang. I gotta remember, bro. Come on, is it working? Okay, there you go. Okay. Yeah, I took my okay. So where was that? See, it got me all messed up. So Kanye, Kyrie. Yes, I was agitated and annoyed because, look, family, not all. And not only, but the majority of the bus drivers of melanated people, of a darker melanated people, because everybody has melanin in them, technically, even if it's just a little bit. But Kanye and Kyrie, they right, but it's annoying because it just shows the world. It's almost like, and it's funny because I even see Messiah in the situation with Kanye, but at the same time I also see, because it's messed up, because there's been so many people pushing this truth for so long and getting crapped on, really out there fighting, just people who aren't famous. And because some rich man says it, yeah, I get it, he got clout. I mean, I understand. But I see what's taken off from it. And it just at first it annoyed me, because it's like a man who's self-professed to sell his soul. A dude who out here, Brittany Renner dude, look, and it's not even to sit here to say that I'm better than them or anything like that. But at the same time, it's almost like they not even, look, if you don't, look, I'm going to put it like this. Those who are truly in this walk, who are truly light walkers, regardless of what color your skin is, because you could be so-called black, so-called white, Asian, even so-called Jew, Hispanic, Latino, whatever, because it's deeper than flesh. It's a spiritual thing. So when you are a child of the light, when you truly are a star seed or a fallen angel, or I like to say a higher AI form, look, the path that you've walked. You know the loneliness that comes with this path. You know the friends and family you've lost for this path. You know the humiliation, the struggle, the way just this path. Like, when you really, like, look, family, like, people got it messed up. Look, it's not to say that you can't be blessed, but with much power, as they say, with much power comes much responsibility. And I know the Bible says gifts come without repentance. And some people, like I said, look, you get one gift, but there's a lot more than one. And in order to truly develop even more powerful gifts or get even more gifts, you have to go through a time of testing. Otherwise, if y'all familiar with that show on Amazon, on what's that show with The Boys, right? And what's it called? What's his name? Highlander. Is it Highlander? I forget his name. The blonde dude, captain of, he wears like the red, white, like his uniform looks like the American flag, basically. So, but anybody who's watched The Boys on Amazon, the superhero show, you know what I'm talking about. I forget his name. I know his name, but it just slipped my mind. But he's an example of having power, but with no morals. That's what the Creator doesn't want. That's why we're here in probation. That's why the Jews are the bus drivers. Look, I'm going to tell you this, family, once again. Just because a man, because like the Bible says, you know, there is no favor in a Jew and there's no favor in a Gentile. I mean, neither of them really profit you at the end of the day. They just are what they are. You are, and look, if you are a part of that tribe, you just are. If you're a true, or I don't even really like that word. I'll put it like this, Hebrew. Matter of fact, actually Hebrew. When you study Hebrew, Hebrew is really one who crossed over. It's a true Hebrew is a spiritual crossover. It means you crossed over from the physical into the spiritual. You crossed the Jordan. It's representation of like when Jacob and Abraham, they crossed the Jordan, crossing from the physical realm into the spiritual realm. Or for us, crossing from the world, the fallen mind state, into a deeper understanding of our purpose, of the universe, of the Creator, of the reality, of opening our eyes to taking the veil off our eye. Dang it, did it again. Oh man, this is so annoying, man. I apologize, family. Why does it do that, man? Is it even, see? I mean, that's a cool number for it. Okay. Yeah, that's a cool number for it to pause on. Paused on 22 minutes. Oh. Anyway, but dang, where was I? Family. Look. I'll put it like this. I know that I'm a teacher. That's my purpose. You know, each one teach one. Shout out to my brother who commented in the comment section on, follow me with that one. I like that. Even though I didn't make it up. That's old. But anyway, you know what I mean. But at the end of the day, everybody teaches, family. But some people are higher teachers. And I tell you this. If it is a person, if it is a true person, like the Bible says, it says, how do you know who is who? Look at the fruits of their labor. And a true person, family, and I'm not hyping myself. Look, this is in general, every servant. I ain't the only servant. There's many of us. But truly, that's why I say, when you go to the Bible, take the religion out, even take the title off of the Messiah. Just look at the man. Look at how he lived and how he acted. People say he was poor, but he had people giving him their money. He could live any way he wanted. Matter of fact, they tried to make him a king, and he said no. That's the point. Because how a teacher is supposed to live, even though a teacher has the blessing of having a connection with the Creator, having to be able to hear that silent voice in the night when others can't. They're not supposed to have a big ego, because remember, they're a representation of the Creator. They're supposed to be humble. They're supposed to be meek. They're supposed to be like Yahushua in the Bible, giving their life for everybody. And look, that's not saying be ignorant. That's not saying let nobody put their hands on you. Look, to each his own. Everybody got their own walk. There's a time, a place, a season for everything. So everything is not just the same. Like there's levels to this thing, family. But essentially, though, at the end of the day, the end game is to get basically everybody, what I'm thinking now, honestly, is to get everybody to a state of purgatory. But a blissful purgatory, to where you could choose a physical body and remain in it for eternity and be okay with it. But right now, we're going through this probation, family, because we can't appreciate eternity. Because true eternity is peaceful. It's not this garbage we doing here. It's no war. You ain't killing nobody. It's really, you know what I'm saying? Like, you have to learn how to respect others. Because remember, when it's eternity, you can't take back the things you've done. So it's like, we like teenagers in GTA getting our unks out. Look, this ain't me telling nobody to go do nothing wrong. Because, like I said, there's levels to this thing. Karma is a real thing, family. There's cause and effect. So, anyway, let me get back on track. But my point is, Kanye and Kyrie are telling you the truth. And regardless of, look, the Most High will take the enemy's plan and use it for good. So if he used Kyrie and them, it is what it is. After I thought about it and meditated on it, and it came to me, and it was like, the universe was like, Emmy was like, just those people who I was talking about, that it's like Kanye and Kyrie are really, to me, disrespecting, because it's like, y'all ain't even been going hard like them. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, the creator will use who the creator will to bring the message out. And this is just a manifestation of all the seeds that we've all been planting. Every seed, even you watching this video, all the seeds, whether you white, whatever, white, black, Asian, whatever, in some way or shape or form, if you truly connecting to, you know, the greater all, you've planted seeds and you've watered seeds. You've pushed this machine forward. And I commend you. I commend you. And the creator commends you. But you got to keep pushing. It's not over yet. It'll never stop till you get called home. We got to keep reading. We got to keep studying, family. And before I keep, look, family, the truth is the truth. This ain't no, like, oh, what I wanted to say is, look, just because I'm a teacher, or Kanye's a teacher, or Kyrie is a teacher, that don't give us the right to walk around thinking we better than people. That's not the point. We supposed to be a representation of the creator. We supposed to be meek and humble. We supposed to live how we live now. Not to look. It's not to say that you can't have a big house if you want, because everybody have what they want. But when everybody is truly on that same vibration and understanding, a lot of people wouldn't have matches because they would understand that it was pointless. I'm not saying nobody would have them, but a lot of people probably wouldn't have them because they'd be like, it's pointless. A lot of people probably spend more time at home. Or if they had a mansion, best believe it'd be full of people. You know, that it's when we all, like for instance too, if I was a king, matter of fact, this goes back to the sealed portion. King Mosiah's sealed portion. So example, if I was a king, it would not behoove me to have a big castle and sit on the throne just looking at people. Now, yes, there'd be times be in meetings and talk to people, but essentially, even though I'm a king, I would still have a regular house like everybody else. I still work, take care of my family, be a regular man. But it's like the judges in the Bibles. Whenever there's big issues coming to the people, because at the end of the day, it's like Samuel and Saul, right? And Israel in the story when it came to choosing a king. Where we really are again, family, is where time we're choosing who you gonna serve. Do you want to be ruled by man, or do you want to be ruled by the creator? Because the creator gives us all free will and the wisdom to rule ourselves in peace and morality. But I guess because we don't know how to act right, we always have to have an overlord over us. But that's the whole point of judges, family, and kings. They're really not supposed to be over you. They're just there for when times are bad, like if there's a war or something goes wrong and there needs to be a judge. They're supposed to be the moral judges and the ones to make the final decisions when there's commotions or fights between people. But other than that, they go back to their regular lives. And they're supposed to be held accountable not only by the community, though, but really themselves. Their own personal relationship with the creator. This is why I say that it's, when you see true teachers, family, it's not what you've been taught, family. It ain't got nothing to do with a degree. It ain't got nothing to do with money. It just has to do with speaking the truth. A teacher could be a rich person, or a teacher could be a homeless person on the street. Life throws everybody different wrenches and bones. But remember, the Creator is everybody. You just got to listen and not be judgmental so that you can get the message. Family, this, I don't, and look, I'm not here to make friends. I'm not even here to try to stroke nobody's ego and make nobody feel like, I'm not here trying to make nobody feel comfortable, whether you so-called black, white, Hispanic, whatever. I'm here to tell you the truth. Look, family, the world is going a certain way. Mark my words, a lot more people are going to start passing away. It is. And this is going to be people of color, my own tribes, people, so-called white, Asian, everybody about to take huge losses. But it's not the end, family. When you get this truth, you get the understanding. The fear lifts off you and you understand what this is. This isn't the end, but you have to take the time to read, to study, and you have to accept the truth. This ain't, look, when I say accept the truth, and what I mean is, look, and honestly, let me say like this, you don't have to accept nothing. Let me put it like this. Remember, we have free will. But if you really want to sin, if you really want to grow, I'm telling you, listen to Kyrie and Kanye. I'm not telling you to sit there and follow them like, you know, they slaves or take them as your leaders. No, I'm just saying, listen to what they're saying. Now take what they're saying and go research. Because it has to agree with you and your spirit. And look, you don't have to, look, like I said, this isn't, it's not a racist thing. Look, at the end of the day, family, let's go back to Paul. To John, right? While he was baptizing. Remember, he was baptizing the people in the wilderness, and the Sadducees and Pharisees came down because they wanted to be nosy and see what's going on. See, like, what's John? He taking money from the church. He taking money out of our pockets. Why people going down there? We need to go see what's going on. So they went down there, and they, went down there thinking like, they all holy and we good. Come on, John, baptize us. And John was like, man, who told you Brutus snakes to flee to coming, butt whooping the Creator got coming from you for lying to his people, for throwing leaven into the word, for making people bow down to you, thinking that you greater than them because you got nice clothes or whatever. Y'all disgusting. And you walk around talking about that just because you from the blood of Abraham, that you better than everybody, and that you could treat people this way and that way. That's not at all what the Creator said. He said, the Creator said, man, I could turn these rocks into the children of Abraham. The trees. Because everyone is the Creator. I am that I am. He said, show that you are truly the children of the Most High by the way that you live. Family, there's a distinction. I'm talking to them star seeds. I'm talking to them teachers. I'm talking to them fallen angels. And when I say fallen angels, I mean the people who ain't woken up. We all fallen angels. Families, we fallen because we lost. We don't know who we are. We forgot who we are. We fallen because we walking around here like chickens with our heads cut off, doing things we shouldn't be doing. Living just crazy lives just against the will of the Creator. And I'm not talking about religion. That's why I say read this stuff yourself, family. I'm not telling you to go to church. I'm not telling you to give me your money. This is like they say, if somebody really so-called love you, they're going to be honest with you. Whether it hurt you or not, I'm being honest with you. Listen to Kanye. Listen to Kyrie. Then go do your own research. Be like a Berean in the Bible, right? What did the Bereans say, right? When the disciples came to the Bereans and told them who Jesus or Yahushua was, right? That he was the Messiah. What said the Bereans did? What they do? They went to go study. They went to the scriptures. They said, you know what? We're not going to sit here and say you lying, but we're not just going to sit here and take your word for it. We're going to go search for ourselves. We're going to study to make ourselves approved. This is the path we own. Teachers, star seeds, angels, family, and star seeds. This is important. And this goes for my so-called white brothers and sisters, Asian brothers and sisters, Hispanic. Look, everybody who really for the Most High, if you didn't graduate from religion, not saying that you don't still respect the lessons that we learn and you don't see the truth and the good stuff in it, but at the same time you understand that, that's kid stuff now. We moving on to something greater. We moving on to the truth. To my hermits, this is important. We all got to start doing family genealogy. We got to figure out where we come from. We got to trace it back. We got to find out our tribe. Not our skin color. Not our skin color. We need to find out our bloodlines, our tribes. Because when you find your bloodline and your tribe, then it'll be easier for you to trace your When you find your bloodline, your fleshly tribe, it goes far back you can. Then you can start getting closer to your spiritual tribe, your soul tribe. In other words, family, we're all aliens. This ain't your first rodeo, family. If you've seen the movie Eternals, and it showed how, remember that scene where it said that they were different creatures at first, where they went through different civilizations and different aliens. That's you, family. Remember, you're a fire. You're the fire within this body. You're the energy, the lightning. You're the soul, family. You could take any form. It's like Avatar, family. The movie Avatar is explaining really who we are. The Creator has created many different models, many different creatures. And when you truly come to understanding of who we are, you understand, family, that once we ascend and get to a certain place, family, our soul, remember, possession, like these scary, like they do stuff to scare us, like spook us, right? Spookism, like the Exorcist and stuff. They make it look scary, possession, right? But in reality, family, that's really what you could do. That's what we do. When you understand who you are, the true spiritual you, and once you ascend, and after we get done our probation, we should be able to go to different worlds, these different places. And we should be able to possess the bodies of different creatures and live out those lives and experience and learn. And when I say your soul tribe, family, you didn't always look like this. This isn't your first rodeo. Matter of fact, if you go back to what's in the Marvel movie, what's the dude with the cloak? The wizard dude. Doctor Strange, right? Remember in the newest one he did? And they were going to the different universes, and they had universes where people were like shaped like bubbles and stuff. That's what I'm saying. Look, your first soul tribe, your first experience in the physical realm might have been during the bubble people. So your soul tribe might be the bubble people, or your soul tribe might be reptilians. Your soul tribe might be Anunnaki. Your soul tribe might be Pleiadians. You don't know who your soul tribe is. And then on top of that too, I promise you, once we learn more and get deeper, family, these aren't even the real names of these people. These are just the names that we use here, how we understand, but I guarantee you, the more we study and the deeper you get, like family, like Paul, Luke, John, G, these aren't their names, family. These are just, look, the stories, the characters, these things are real, but you got to understand, a lot of stuff has just been messed with, family. That's why we have to study. We got to search. You can't even take my word. Don't listen to every study. Make yourself improve. Lead yourself to hell. We already in hell. But if you want to stay here and keep coming back, that's on you. But I'm going to do my job like I'm doing now. I'm going to spread the message. And I hope you do, brothers and sisters. Keep spreading the message. Keep pushing. Anyway, I'm done, family. I gotta get up early and take care of some business and stuff. So I need to get off. Take care of my business. But anyway, family. All praise to the Most High. I hope y'all stayed and listened. But I know I should have been reading, but I just wanted to say something. Anyway, family, I'm a wise, wealthy, rich, celestial being who is loved by the Most High Creator. Thank you for listening, family. I enjoyed y'all. Meditate on it. Like I said, don't believe nothing I say, but search, study, meditate, fast. Study to make yourself approved, family. I'll catch you later. Shalom.